Hey, what's up? It's CJ here, and today we're going to talk about 4 tips to help getting started on YouTube right. I want to start this series of just talking about the process of starting YouTube. So we're going to talk about, it's going to be like a 5-part series, but today we're going to talk about the 4 steps or the 4 tips to help you get started on YouTube. So the first tip that I have for you is to start now. Start when you think about what you want to do. As soon as you have the idea to start YouTube, don't wait until you have everything in line. Don't wait until you have all the gear that you want. Don't wait until you have all the ideas that you want. Just get started, because it's going to take some time for you to actually gain some traffic and gain some notoriety on YouTube. Now, there's a few people who have been able to get on YouTube, get started, and everything just goes so smoothly and so quickly. But that is very far and few in between. Most of us have to figure out our stride on YouTube and figure out what we're going to do. The only way to do that is to get started. And the reason why I say to just start now and don't hesitate, you want to make sure that you have the mindset of nothing is going to keep me back or hold me back from making these YouTube videos. And as long as you start immediately and start now and don't hesitate, hopefully you can continue that momentum throughout. Now, start now and also tell yourself, hey, like, I'm going to make X amount of videos per week. That is like something that's super important. If you hold yourself accountable to making a certain amount of videos, now be realistic here. Don't say that you're going to make a ton of videos that you're not going to make. But be realistic and say, I'm going to make a video every week or every 2 weeks, or maybe even 2 or 3 times a week if you have that capability of doing it. But start now with the equipment that you have and give yourself something to hold yourself accountable for. And that's where we go into the commitment. You have to start and commit to the journey and the process of actually making YouTube successful for you, because YouTube is not going to be some place where you can just post a couple of videos every now and then and be successful at it. YouTube's algorithm has to recognize you. So making as many videos as you can in the topics that you think you're going to fall in line with is going to help you to grow and to help you be recognized by the YouTube algorithm. So you have to commit to the journey. It's going to be a long journey. It's going to be a tough one. There's going to be some ups. There's going to be some downs. There's going to be some negative talk about you. But you have to commit and say that no matter what it takes, I'm going to do it. So if you say that you're going to do 2 or 3 videos a week, commit to that weekly goal and make sure that you're putting those videos out there and stay consistent with it. Now, I have had some trouble with this and because I just have this mindset of like, hey, I like this, I like this, I like this. I've started tons of YouTube channels, and this is one that I decided to start because this is something that I really want to do, and I want to commit to this journey. So you have to commit and you have to tell yourself, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to stick to it no matter what. No matter how good or how bad I do throughout the process, I'm going to stick to it. The next thing you want to do is start with some concept of what you want to do. So start with knowing like, okay, what do I want this channel to be? You know, in the long run, what is this supposed to be for me? You have the opportunity to use YouTube as a platform to actually create a brand or a business around what you're doing. So you want to start with that in mind. What am I trying to do with these videos, and how can these videos help me be successful in my end goal? So start with that end goal in mind, and then try to work towards that. So you may start off small, but then work towards that end goal, just piece by piece by piece. Every video you create is another piece to that puzzle. So think of it like that, and think of it as if, you know, I'm trying to build something bigger than just making YouTube videos every now and then. The last tip that I have for you today is to fail, and to fail as much as you can. Now, failure, this is like a weird thing to say, but I really hope that you fail. I really hope that you fail, because through failure, we find out the best parts of us, because through failure, you can find out what to do and what not to do, right? So learn from your failures, and I hope that you fail, and you hope that you fail a lot, because through that failure, you can find out what doesn't work, you can find out what does work, and you can learn more about yourself and what you need to do better. Some people see failure as negative, but I want you to see it as something that's positive and something that's going to push you and propel you to the next level, to make you a better person, a better YouTuber, and someone who just knows what they want to do now. They figured it out through failure and through mistakes that they've made. So that's all the tips I have for you today. Let me know in the comments below if this helped you, or if you have anything you would like to discuss personally. I will see you in the next section of this 5-part series. This is part 1, and we'll start with part 2. Let's do it next week.